From the outside, just a quiet, normal California middle school. But on the inside, great things are happening. They call it the Positive School Culture and Climate Program.
I'm Crystal Paschal. I'm a proud parent and teacher here at Longfellow Middle School, and I'm here to tell you about our Positive School Culture and Climate Program. It began 8 years ago as a way to create a comprehensive support system for all students. Now, exactly how is the program delivered? Through counseling.
Middle school is a time of tremendous growth and change for young people. They face the challenges of a changing body, pressures from peers, home and society, academics to keep up with, and the approach of young adulthood.
At Longfellow, we believe it's vital that every student feel connected to at least one caring adult on campus. Having a large counseling team and an overall low student-to-adult ratio creates a welcoming and comfortable school environment.
It's a welcoming environment where students best achieve. Here's how it works.
At Longfellow, we have a ratio of 1 staff member for every 8 students. Staff includes teachers, counselors, instructional aides, office personnel, administrators, and others, all working together in service of the student. Now, more specifically, we have 1 counselor for every 39 students.
The work that counselors do is vitally important. During early adolescence, middle school students have a wide range of diverse needs. They are often excited to experience a new school, but the transitions of having several teachers, classrooms, and new classmates can be challenging. The Positive School Culture and Climate Program delivers services to students in a 4-pronged approach. Let's take a look at them. School-wide interventions. These include monthly themes and assemblies, yard activities, morning announcements, as well as home and school communications.
So we do a number of different school-wide interventions, but the goal is that as a community, these are the values we hold. So when we have an assembly, for example, it's kind of like a family dinner. Some students get up and student voice is heard talking about what are the values in our school, or our teachers or other staff will get up and say, these are the things that are important. This is how we conduct ourselves in this community. Being a community is important. Valuing each other is important. Appreciating the diversity of our community is critical, and learning about each other. So when we have an assembly, that's like putting out our message. And then later on, we go into the classroom workshops where the kids can really grapple with the issues and have time to engage in dialogue around those particular issues.
Classroom-based. Workshops and other interventions in class help provide students with a seamless delivery of services. These include psychosocial education, themed activities, and opportunities for mentorship.
So when you're working in a school, there's many levels. The whole school, which is all school climate, which we do with assemblies. And then we also have the classroom activities, which is where the students get a chance to interact with the themes and have more engagement and time to really talk and dialogue. If you want children to learn about social emotional issues, they need time to also be able to express themselves, talk, and question the themes that we're bringing up.
Group counseling. Small groups allow students the opportunity to share and connect with their peers through collective participation in counselor-led psychoeducational activities.
Group counseling is another way that we can help the children figure out who they are, process different issues, find commonalities between each other. Peers are very, very important at this time in their life, so any groups that you can run that help them support each other have a double benefit. The mentor learns and the mentee also learns. And as they help each other out in the group, it also gives them a sense of efficacy and power in their life. And then sometimes the students who are struggling can help other students who are struggling with similar issues. And through them instructing others, their behavior also improves.
Individualized support. One-on-one attention from our counseling staff to address the student's personal, academic, social, and emotional needs.
Children who are growing up deal with a lot of different issues, and identity formation is a big one, as well as stressors that some of our children bring unique to their situation, their family, or their community. So having the time for each student to have a one-on-one session with someone who's got clinical training to really help them figure out who they are and what's going on, help them process any trauma they might have, and help them reach their potential and figure out who they are is an extra benefit of having interns in a counseling program in a school.
Let's focus on some of the key concepts of the program.
One of the benefits of having a large counseling team on site is that we have training in trauma-informed practices, and we can help our teachers recognize when their behaviors are supporting students who have experienced trauma or when there's things that they can shift or change to help their interactions with a student. When a student comes to school with trauma, there are actual chemical changes that may have gone on in their brain that inhibit their ability to learn, and you really need to deal with the trauma and create a situation where the student feels comfortable so they can access the higher parts of their brain that allow them to learn in school. When you're looking at a whole school approach, you want to consider what lens you're using, and we've been changing into using a restorative practices approach over the past 5 or 6 years. And the idea behind restorative practices is that we don't take a punitive approach to discipline. We try and incorporate our students' voice, and we have them say how they're feeling, and we do a lot of circles and community building so people build relationships with each other and understanding between each other. And that reduces the amount of conflict we have between staff, between students, and also between students and staff.
A recent study showed that some American schools employ more police officers than counselors. New York, Chicago, and Miami have more security personnel than counselors. Longfellow takes an entirely different approach.
Who are the students served by the counseling programs? And finally, the most important question, how do students feel about their counselors and the program in general?
I like being on a leadership council because the 8th graders last year did it, and it looked really fun, and I really want to be, involved. It just feels good to see all my friends, and all the counselors, if I need to talk to them.
The Positive School Culture and Climate Program, Longfellow Middle School, Berkeley, California.